Okay, welcome to the class today, everybody. If you're wondering what I'm putting on, this is called a NADA chair, N-A-D-A. You can Google it, N-A-D-A chair. NADA chair, as in not a chair. So it's a thing I use, just goes around your back and kind of supports your low back like that. But anyway, I'm not selling them, I'm just telling you. Like, what the heck is he putting on? What the heck is he doing? That's all that is. And so it just supports your low back, so it gives you good, posture, so to speak. You know, regardless of where you're sitting, doesn't matter what kind of chair you're sitting in. So I travel a lot, so I use it on airplanes and buses and trains and stuff. Yeah, so I was just telling Harpo at the beginning of the class today, it's like 80-something degrees out and humid, so we have the air conditioning on here in Boston. It's actually warmer here than it is in LA, where I'm from. And I think we have some people down mid-Atlantic on the call, and it's even warmer down there where they are, probably 90 down there or something. It's crazy. Early summer. What happened to spring? Anyway, so today what we want to get into in our class today is we're going to talk about what goes on during our meditation on a very step-by-step basis. I'm going to describe to you very clearly what goes on in your meditation step by step. By the way, just a reminder, everybody should mute his or her phones, please. But before we get to that discussion, we're going to meditate together. And before we get to that, I just want to take any questions that anybody has. I want to make sure your technique is you're comfortable with the technique. First of all, did everybody get the sheet, the summary sheet that I sent you, emailed you yesterday? And you can print that out and read it, so forth. All right. So any questions about the technique? Questions. And let's go around the room a little bit first and hear from the new folks especially, and then anybody else can pipe up and ask questions as well. And Harpo, I'd love to get Harpo, I'm just warning you, I want to hear from you and anybody else who wants to, and Jennifer as well, and anybody else who's been meditating for a while, want to volunteer. I'd like you to share after the new people speak. I want you guys to share like what you've experienced in your own words from the meditation, because you guys have been meditating a while now. And so the new folks, it'd be good for the new folks to hear that. Okay? So why don't you start?
Okay.
Cindy, you want to go first and just tell me how it's gone, when did you meditate, etc.?
I'm sorry, what was the question?
Oh, it's just to go through, like when did you meditate since we last talked yesterday, and about how many minutes, and any questions, how did it go, so forth, that kind of thing. A little narrative, okay?
So I meditated this morning.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of had monkey mind this morning. My mind was all over the place. And then when I noticed that, I brought my mind back to the Word. Mm-hmm. And meditated for about 15 minutes this morning. And then laid down for about 10.
Great. And did you read that article that I sent to you and Stephanie about the monkey mind idea? Did you read that short essay I wrote?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so that helps, right?
Yeah, I didn't. Absolutely, I didn't judge anything. I just noticed my mind was having a lot of thoughts.
Going all over the place. Yeah, fine, good.
Yeah.
Good. Any questions? Anything?
No.
Okay. Good. Stephanie, go ahead. When did you meditate, and about how many minutes, and how did it go, and do you have any questions?
I did meditate last night around 10 o'clock.
Okay.
I timed myself for 5 minutes. And as I said, I keep getting sidetracked. My kids calling me, and I stop and pause, and I go back. And I get back into it, and then I forgot the word I was supposed to say. It's like, All I say is something.
Yeah, it's close enough. It's like I said,
But
don't worry about it precision. That's close enough. And then when you get interrupted, can you tell the kids, because your kids are older, they're not, aren't they like, how old are they? Are they 20, 30 years old or something like that?
you're right.
Yeah, they're older. They're adults. So you can tell them and say, "Look, I need some space. I'm gonna go meditate." Or if you don't want to tell them you're meditating, you say, "Look, I'm going to my room or whatever. I'm
I
just."
told him.
You tell them, and they still interrupt you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well.
And then they stop and I need to ask you one more question. One more question.
Yeah.
Ask me when I finish.
Yeah. So maybe you don't answer them. So that's something that you got to figure out with your kids and then communicating with them so that they don't interrupt you, because this is important time for yourself, right? But the other thing is this is a temporary thing, right? The kids live elsewhere. They don't live with you, right?
Right.
Right. Okay. So this is a temporary thing.
Yeah, right. That's me. I go right. That's why most of the time I go sit in the car.
Yeah. Well, you can sit in the car and meditate. Exactly. Seriously. I've meditated in the car hundreds of times. I've meditated in my car. Literally. So that's fine. So wherever you can find a place where you're...
But
Yeah.
Like I was telling them, I said I felt more confident about myself for doing things. I said yesterday, because usually I would not drive to work. And
yes.
Yesterday I drove to work. And I wasn't as tense as I used to be.
That's great. That's great, Stephanie. See, so right away you start to get some benefits. That's excellent. I'm so happy to hear that. Yeah.
Yes, I'm waiting for the rest of the progress.
Yeah, the rest of the progress will come over time. Yep. That's excellent.
I just feel like you get accomplished in yourself and my meditation.
Yes. Yes. That's exactly right. The meditation is going to build your confidence. It's going to help you build your confidence in yourself. You're going to feel so much more comfortable driving, like you said, where you haven't been comfortable driving for so many years now. It's really going to help a lot.
Right.
And that's tremendous. I mean, it's really a huge thing because you're going to feel so much more freedom from just not only the fears about driving, but just the freedom to drive, without those fears and just getting around by yourself like that. So that's excellent. I'm very happy to hear that.
Right.
Any questions, anything about the technique before we meditate together? No? No questions, Stephanie?
No, I'm good.
Okay, good. Okay, why don't you put your phone back on mute?
I had a lot of static.
Yeah, I'm hearing static too. So put your phone on mute. Maybe that's what we'll try. Mute your phone, and we'll see, because you might be getting feedback from me talking. I don't know. Maybe it's better. Put your phone on mute. Okay. So, anybody else have any other any questions? Anybody else who's on the phone, or on their laptop on the call? In other words, Harpo, Jennifer, why don't you share a little bit? And anybody else who's on the call, feel free. Sharon or anybody, feel free to share, if you would please, with my new students. Like, what have you noticed? And tell them about how many months you've been meditating and how long it's been, that kind of thing. Okay? Harpo, you want to go first? Harpo, are you there? Maybe stepped away. Jennifer, you want to go? Go ahead.
Okay. Can you hear me very well?
Yep, I can hear you fine.
Okay, I'm on a bit of a delay, and I'm echoing back. So I'm going to take the speaker away from my ear, so
Okay.
I won't be able to hear for a second, but I'm going to go ahead and talk.
Yeah.
I have noticed a huge improvement. I used to have panic attacks, and as you know, I went through a prescription drug withdrawal that was absolutely horrendous, and it helped me so much. I can hardly, I didn't go to a fairyland. It wasn't perfect, but it was so much better. And I've probably been meditating, well, for over a year for sure, I think.
Right. Yeah. It was Christmas. I taught you on Christmas.
And I mean, I can
Day.
shut my panic attack down.
Mm.
I can feel anxiety coming on a little bit, and I can just start to go into my meditation where I can't really quite meditate, but I can just calm down and start that, shuts it down. What else can I want to be sure I cover it all. This weekend, I was in a tornado. The tornado didn't actually hit us, but it was scary being, huddled with all these people. I think that most of us had been in tornadoes before, and we had bad experiences. And people were shaking and crying. And I used to be the one shaking and crying. And I was able to access calm. I was calm. It was absolutely, it's just priceless. And I've also noticed that I am a broader thinking person. I'm able to kind of hear the other side of the story, and I'm trying to think how to explain that, and just be more broad-minded, I think. I still believe what I believe, but I can hear the other side more easily. And more, when I say more easily, I can access what they're their feelings, what they're trying to say also. And so it's just been very, very helpful.
That's great, Jennifer. I'm so happy to hear that. That's very, very broad-ranging kinds of benefits too. You see that, how broad-ranging the benefits that Jennifer is describing, and of course that's what happens because we're talking about our neurophysiology. We're talking about our brain and our blood chemistry changing, and our mind expanding, sort of waking itself up more so that we're using more of our minds. And when we do that as a result of the meditation, it affects everything in our life. That's why the range that Jennifer just described is just it's so broad, That's great. Thank you for sharing that. I'm so happy to hear that. It's just true. It's very cool. That's great. I don't know if Harpo's back yet or not. Harpo, you want to say?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, gotcha. Go ahead.
Okay, I've been meditating for a year and 5 months. And I told you when you came to teach me that I knew that this was going to change my life, and it has. I love the meditation, but what I really love is the rest period. I mean, to me, it's not just a rest period. It's a peaceful time. And I smile as I walk to my bed. At first, I usually don't think of much. I just appreciate the fact that I have the time to do this, to rest. Later in my rest period, I think of things I should be doing afterwards, like mowing the lawn, making dinner, whatever. I just kind of slowly plan out my day. Excuse me. And I do affirmations, like staying on my diet. I make sure that I call a few people every day, and I do this every day without fail, just like meditation. I have people I know that are really dealing with some major problems in their life, and call to make sure that they know that I'm thinking of them. And by matter of fact, I got a hold of my sister. Her husband's on hospice, so I told her starting today, I want us to all read the Overcoming the Fear of Death and read it together, and then call and talk about what we read that day. Anyway, cool. I weighed 193 pounds April 18th, and I now weigh 180. I went on a major diet. I always used to drink wine, red wine, with my dinners, watching TV, whatever. I liked it better than water. I would drink it and relax, and sometimes just drink it until I went to bed. I haven't had a drink since April 22nd. So things have really changed. and I walk in the evenings, and I take my time to read afterwards, and then I meditate right before I go to bed.
Mm.
I'm happy with my life. And I'm not saying that everybody's going to lose weight doing this, but that's just something that came about to me.
Yeah.
You know, like I say, my whole life has changed. My attitude's changed. And I'm really... So I just recommend this to everybody. And I also recommend your classes on reincarnation. I think that's made a major difference in my life also.
Cool. Thanks for mentioning that.
That's about it.
That's great, Harpo. Thanks for sharing that. Yeah, so you guys are reading my book, Overcoming the Fear of Death. That's what you're talking about? Yeah?
Yeah.
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 Cool. Awesome. Great. Great. Thank you for sharing that. Anybody else? Hey, Win. I just saw Win's on. Win just joined. Harpo.
Oh, great.
Yes,
Hey,
I'm
Woody.
here.
Hey, Win.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing? Do you want to share anything that you've noticed from the meditation with the new folks, so the new folks can hear? Because what did I think I taught you, was it May, right? So it was whatever that is. So it's a year, basically, a year ago.
Yes, and I just want to say it is the easiest thing in the world. It's like close your eyes and fall off a log.
Right.
That's how easy it is. And the benefits for just your focus, being able to focus and being calm, not get so upset about things. Things don't matter as much.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's what I feel.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thanks, Win. Thanks, Win. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, let's go see if we can get together while I'm here. I'm over at my sister's house in Walpole, actually. I'm in Massachusetts now, so let's figure it out.
Oh, you are?
Yeah,
Oh, you're here.
Yeah. I'm leaving May 28th, so offline, let's figure it out, okay?
Okay, sure.
Okay, cool. Anybody else want to share anything before we meditate together? No pressure. Just making it available, the floor available. Anybody else wants to say anything? Okay, so let's meditate together now. Okay, so we'll just start and do the step-by-step. Okay, somebody's got their phone on, needs to mute their phone. Okay, thank you for muting. Everybody's muted. Okay, good. So we're gonna meditate together now, and I am gonna walk you through just the beginning stages. You do not do this on your own. You just close your eyes and you just go, right? So when we meditate together like this, you close the eye. I do the opening and closing the eyes just to increase the easiness of your meditation. That's all it is. And so that will help make the meditation that we do together in the group meditation for you even easier. And that's the idea. As just like what Win was just saying, it was a great segue from what he's saying, as how easy it is. And we want to keep it as easy as possible. And our mind is going to wander, just like Stephanie and Cindy both said. Sometimes the mind is all over the place. Our mind gets sidetracked and we hear this and that. And, sometimes we get interrupted, like Stephanie was saying, and then we just deal with it and we go back to our meditation. We try to preventively set things up so we're not going to be interrupted, but hey, people are people, and sometimes they listen to us, sometimes they don't. But we're always going to be having other thoughts during our meditation, and that's completely normal. We just let the mind do that. When we realize we're off the sound, then we just easily, gently go back to it. That's it. Keep it simple, simple, simple. And if you feel groggy or tired during your meditation, you feel sleepy, you just let your mind fall asleep. Totally okay. The body falls asleep, the mind falls asleep, the whole system falls asleep. That's fine. We just sleep. And then when we wake up, if you want to meditate a few more minutes, you can, but you don't have to. You can count falling asleep during your meditation as your meditation. Remember what I said yesterday about we're kind of redefining how we think about meditation. So I'm expanding your definition of how you think about meditation. Just think of it about as letting go. And if you fall asleep during your meditation, then what are you letting go of? You're letting go of your fatigue, obviously, your tiredness. You're letting go of that. Okay, that was your meditation. Great, cool. All right? Or if you feel sleepy or fall asleep during the rest period, that can happen too. So it's all good. All right? So we're going to just start sitting comfortably, everybody. Just sit comfortably first. And oh, by the way, sometimes people ask me, can I meditate lying down? Yeah, you can meditate lying down if you feel like it. Personally, I prefer to sit and meditate. I prefer to sit, close my eyes, meditate, and as Harpo was saying, then we open our eyes up, walk across the room, and then lie down in bed or on the couch or something. Close the eyes again and do the rest period lying down. But, you want to open your eyes if you don't want to bump into any furniture or hurt yourself. But I like to sit and meditate personally. But can you meditate lying down at times? Yeah, that's okay. Basically, it's up to you. And I want you to be comfortable, comfortable, comfortable. That's the main thing. Okay? So we'll just sit first comfortably like this. And just everybody just close the eyes first. Okay?